Finally, the Premier League is back and the international break is over, thank God. Chelsea versus Aston Villa this afternoon, 5:30 from Stamford Bridge. Join me here on the channel for live ball-by-ball radio-style commentary. I'll talk your way through the game if you can't see the game yourself. I'll describe the game as it's going on. No live actual match footage, but I'll talk you through it. Come and join the regulars. But for now, this is a dangerous game. This is the match preview. Let's get cracking. So, we've come back from the international break and we've got ourselves 2 injuries confirmed. N'Golo Kante still injured after the knock he picked up against Liverpool, which looked distressing, to be fair. Very, very rarely you see N'Golo Kante sitting on the floor holding onto his leg and refusing to stand up. It was a concern at the time, and it's been proven to be the case. Kante is ruled out. Also returning from international duty injured, Christian Pulisic on crutches, and Thomas Tuchel's confirmed got an ankle injury. He's going to be out for 10 days and he's going to look like he's going to miss the game, obviously today, the Champions League in midweek, and the big game next weekend against Tottenham. So there is some positive news. However, we've seen all this palaver about the Brazilian FA kicking off because clubs would not release their players and they wanted FIFA to impose these bans on players being able to play for their clubs, which is a load of old tosh. It really, really is. It looks like it's been resolved with reports early hours of this morning saying the brilliant Brazilian FA have confirmed that Thiago Silva can play, so he is now available for selection against Villa, and I wonder if that'll be the case, if he's going to start the game. But I wouldn't be surprised if they rest him and save him for the Champions League and then obviously Tottenham next weekend. So we know 2 players are out. What of the players that are fit and available to play? And you have to wonder what's going to happen with the selection today. Bearing in mind, Champions League on Tuesday, Tottenham next Sunday. It's interesting to see what Thomas Tuchel's going to do. Now, with the international break, there's certain players that are not called up for their countries. And there's certain players that have been at Cobham the whole time. And one of those players has been Saul Niguez, brand new signing, who's been promised, as we keep reading, that Thomas Tuchel is going to adopt him in his midfield role. Rather than play him in all sorts of positions as he was doing at Atletico Madrid, the team player that he is, willing to go and work and to do it, but his main focus and his main role that he sees is in the middle of midfield. And he's been promised to play there by Thomas Tuchel, with N'Golo Kante injured. And some comments that Thomas Tuchel made regarding Jorginho in the press conference yesterday, talking about the fact that Jorginho just keeps playing and playing and playing, and even if Italy are 5-0 up, Jorginho still wants to be playing and demanding the ball. He's talking about or indicating that there could be a rest for Jorginho today. So I wouldn't be surprised if Thomas Tuchel decides to rest Jorginho today and play Saul Niguez on his home debut, his actual debut for the club, which will turn out to be his home debut in front of a full house at Stamford Bridge. Expect Niguez and Mateo Kovacic to start in the middle of midfield today. If Jorginho starts, I'll be surprised based on Tuchel's comments, which I'm sure you've all seen from his press conference yesterday. So Edouard Mendy will be in goal. The back 3, obviously with Reece James being suspended, we fully expect Azpi to move out to right wing-back position, which I think that's what happened. He'll play right wing-back. I think Alonso, bearing in mind he's been at Cobham the whole time in the international break and has trained, has been there with Niguez and with Kepa and people like that. Alonso will be starting the game again, which is tough on Chilwell, who still can't get a break at international level or club level at the moment. But give him some time, there's plenty of games to play this season. Alonso will start left wing-back, Azpi on the right. You're probably going to see Thiago Silva rested for this particular game, maybe, with the travel for Brazil and things like that. I think you're going to see Toni Rudiger on the left-hand side, Christensen in the middle, and you could see Trevor Chalobah on the right-hand side of our back 3. The only possible change would be Silva for Chalobah, but we have to wait and see what's going to happen. But the option's there. The 2 number 10s will be interesting for Thomas Tuchel today. Will he go with Mount and Kai Havertz? Will Hakim Ziyech, having featured and been impressive in pre-season to the point where he was injured? Or could we see Timo Werner play slightly behind Romelu Lukaku? Now, we know about Lukaku that he had a knock and he come back early from Belgium, but Thomas Tuchel reported that he got through training yesterday with no problems at all. Will you risk him? Will you go with him from the start against Villa, or will you go with Timo Werner and maybe put Lukaku on the bench to come on if required, bearing in mind once again Champions League, then we've got Tottenham in the next week, which is 2 massive games. I think he'll go with Lukaku, he'll go with Mount and Havertz, and Werner as an option from the bench, along with Hakim Ziyech and Hudson-Odoi. It's a dangerous game, this game. I said that at the beginning of the video, and the reason is because of the international break and all the travel and the disruption and the fact that the players have only been together back training for probably a day and a half, possibly. And you wonder how we're going to approach this. Of course, the formation is not going to change. Chelsea are fluid, Chelsea are compact, solid. And with the option we've now got up front with Lukaku or Werner, two different options up top, Chelsea should come through this game comfortably. Aston Villa have been struggling. As you can see from the league table, Villa are currently 11th. They've won one, drawn one and lost one. Of course, they lost the opening day, which is a surprise. Bearing in mind the signings they made with the money they got for Jack Grealish, I thought they'd be doing quite well, Villa, this season. They started off with a defeat against Watford. They beat Newcastle. And the last game, they drew with Brentford. They have to be disappointed with their start. They find themselves in the 11th with only 4 points from the 3 games so far. As for Chelsea, a whole cluster of clubs join us on 7 points. Tottenham, believe it or not, are out in the lead with a 100% record so far. Chelsea join the likes of West Ham, Man United, Liverpool and Everton on 7 points. And I expect Chelsea to make that 10 after the game today. We've got options in the squad despite the injuries and the players missing James, Kante and Pulisic to get this game won. We've got plenty of quality, as we know. Saul Niguez, be interesting to see how he gets on his debut, and I fully expect him to start the game. And let's just see what happens. Chelsea have got the ability to go out there and beat Villa by 2, 3 or 4. We just have to deliver and just see how tired people's legs are after the travel with the national break. The good thing is we've still got options from the bench to come on and change. The likes of Hakim Ziyech, Werner, Hudson-Odoi, Chilwell, Jorginho, all in contention to come on at some point. Chelsea to win the game by 3 goals. I think it'll be 3-0 today. And a couple of goals again for Romelu Lukaku. And Mason Mount opening his account for the season. That's it from me. Chelsea versus Aston Villa. 3-0 win for Chelsea, despite the fact it will be a dangerous game. We've just got immense quality now. And these are the games where we need to be putting these teams to bed and moving forward. If we're going to mount a title challenge, we need to steamroll people like this. No disrespect to Villa. As I said, they're a dangerous team. Danny Ings, always dangerous in and around the box. But with our back 3, hopefully we can snuff him out, snuff out their attack, and just focus on hopefully pummeling them with attack after attack after attack. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it for me. Then subscribe to the channel, but make sure you hit that bell for notifications so you're notified when my videos come out, including today, live match coverage from 5:15, radio style commentary, ball by ball. If you've never seen it before, come and take a look and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Have a great day. I'll see you later.